Girlfriend of 2 years wants me to start paying her $1,000 a month to continue dating, saying it is normal courting behavior in her Latino/Mexican culture. Can anyone with a similar background confirm if this is true or not? Kind of like that one.
Let's do that one.
Okay,
I like
let's
that
do
one.
that
I like
one.
that. Open it up. Open up.
So, it's a very short read, but this is the 2 cents. So, my girlfriend of 2 years said she wanted to have more courting in our relationship, so I asked her to make a list of all the things she would like.
Okay.
Most of the list seemed reasonable, but one of the items was that she wanted me to start paying her $1,000 a month in order to show that I'm serious about the relationship, saying this is traditional in her Mexican culture/heritage.
Okay.
I never heard of this. Can anyone confirm if this is commonplace or not? I feel like, let me see. You wrote this about Claudia. For context, we both live in the United States. She was born in Mexico City and grew up in the States. I am of South Asian ethnicity and was born in the U.S. and grew up here. I typically pay for all of our dates and trips, and she will sometimes contribute to the tip of restaurants. So, all right, listen. But look, we've gotten like bullied and pushed around of like what a date should be. Should the guy pay? Should it not? I feel like at the end of the day, the person who should be paying for dates is whoever invited. However, I understand the responsibility of a man, right, who wants to be a man and wants to provide and all these things. Okay, well, if that's the case, then you should at least fork over the payments of the bill, at least the first 2 or 3 times, unless maybe there is something. I kind of understand that if you are trying to date and you're trying to impress.
Okay.
However, I think that obviously if you're dating for a while, like if a girl were to ask me, happily taken. But if a girl would ask me, I would still try, but I still feel like, man, like you invited me. Like I'm here trying to see how it is. Like I would still like be like, all right, like I'll try to pay, but I expect you to be like, no, I'm
Like,
paying. I invited you.
Yeah.
Like I'm paying. And that's when I'm like, all right, I got you. I feel you. Like respect.
Yeah.
You know? That
The
to me,
courtesy of
that
doing
to me earns points on your end. I'm like, damn, she wants to try to spoil me. You know, that's kind of nice. No, it's not forever, but whatever. In this case, what would you say in that situation if your girl's like, hey, baby, I love you. And but in order for this to work, we're gonna have to talk about what I want. And rule number 1 is I'm gonna need $1,000 from you every month.
But so then it's like I need to pay you for you to be with me. That's essentially what it comes down to.
That's how I was raised. Why is that a problem?
Right.
Do you not have the money for it?
I'll be like, no, I don't. I don't have $1,000 every month.
Are
to
you
pay
broke?
I guess so, dude. $1,000 a month. Also, it's like to me, it's like if I have to really like pay for your presence in a way, it's like, dude, do I really want it? No, I want to be with somebody who wants to be with me because they want to be with me, not because they get $1,000 every month from me. Like
Right.
For that dude, it's like I don't know, but it's like so they've been dating for a little bit,
Yeah.
and then she kind of dropped this on him, or
Yeah, so they were dating for 2 years.
Okay,
2
2
years.
years, dude.
And then that's when she's like, I kind of want a little bit more. So now, okay, look, my sister. Sorry, wait, this is a little complicated. How do I find this text message?
yeah, $1,000 every month, dude.
Yeah, so
Plus, everything he already pays for her, because from the message, it sounds like he's paying for everything.
my sister-in-law is Mexican, born and raised. I just showed her this post, and now I can't get her to stop laughing. She's laughing so hard she might pull a stomach muscle, whatever. So she didn't realize that she could have been making bank before she married our sibling. Let me see what else. What else? I just asked my friend Carlos, whose mother grew up in Mexico and married a white guy, and he said, my mom is asking where her white man dowry is and why she doesn't get $1,000 allowance. And my dad said, if you want $1,000 allowance, find a sugar daddy and he can start making your Audi payments too. And now they're arguing and he can't stop laughing. Neither can I.
Okay.
So it sounds ridiculous.
Yeah,
It doesn't
it
really
sounds
sound like a
stupid.
real thing. But now I'm wondering, like, is that really a requirement that most women have in saying, like, hey, bueno, let me comment on this. Because
Okay,
I remember
okay.
I saw a video once that some guy was asking people on the street, and he's like, hey, by the way, like, what does it take for a man to date you?
Yeah.
And then the woman's saying, like, hey, you know what? Like, I need this and I require this. So, like, he's got to have to pay for my nails. He has to pay for my hair. He's got to pay for this and that. The guy asked her, like, well, who's paying for that now? And she's like, well, she goes, well, I'm paying for it. And then I would ask her, well, then why does he then have to start paying for that if he's now dating you? If you're, like, that's what you're doing for yourself.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, if he wants me to look this way and continue looking this way as his woman, he should want to pay that for me so I can continue looking the way that he wants me to look, which is the way that he found me. What do you think?
I think if I met you like this, you've already been paying all this this time.
So
Now,
she should keep it.
yeah, 100%. So now that we're dating, I gotta take on your bills on top of my bills. Oh,
Let me ask you this though, because I'm going back to the topic all the time, and I just think that we're broke motherfuckers. Because if you were making bank, would it really be like a bother to you to be like, yeah, babe, here's a couple $100. We'll do your nails
If I
when
was
you're here."
making bank, and
Or you're still gonna make her.
no, but also like the foundation of the relationship I have with my girlfriend right now is not based on like a transaction where like, oh, I pay for you at the lifestyle that you're living. No, it's built on like we both contribute to this relationship. We both put in the work. So if I become really successful all of a sudden, things it wouldn't be this way because I would obviously contribute and I would pay because it wouldn't be a big deal. But if we just met and I had money, I may feel differently about it. I may feel like, yo, bitch, like, are you just using me for the money? And I feel like that's where a lot of guys have a problem. Because if I had the money and it's you don't expect it from me, like I'll glad it's not a big deal to me. $100 not a big deal to me if I make bank or your fucking nails or whatever. But if you're just with me because of the lifestyle that I can provide, like, do you love me for me or do you love me for the money that I bring?
So you
For me, I would feel I would feel used.
you think
no?
the problem is the expectation? You think
I think so.
like them like a
yeah, like
woman
like
maybe
demanding
expecting-
you have to this, you have to do that. It's like, bro, bitch, like what is this relationship built on? Is it like what I can fucking buy for you, or is it mutual respect, admiration, dedication?
I got another question for you.
You know?
Do you think that this is because kind of there's just been a big change in culture and kind of a change in maybe the economy where I mean, if we look at the statistics, it's not really a lot of people who are making that much
Yeah.
money.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like there
black
is a
and
lot
white.
of people who are struggling currently in this economy. I know a lot of you motherfuckers out there are still struggling to buy a house. You're looking at two people who are in the same situation as you. So we're all in this together,
Yeah.
right? So I'm just kind of wondering, like, who are these people that these women want to date? Well, actually, we also uncovered this, that it seems like the top 1% that women want are kind of the guys who are dating all of these women.
Yeah.
And it may not be that they're all dating them exclusively. It kind of seems that they're all kind of,
Oh, it's impossible for them.
Right?
Yeah.
yeah, because if a
The-
woman
the-
wants all that, they're going to have to sacrifice. Now, it doesn't mean that they're all going to be, cheaters or dating multiple
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
But I mean, the numbers are against women who have those expectations, I think.
Way off.
Look at when we had,
Hasty.
no, I was going to say No Limit.
Oh. Okay.
No, but to his point, he was like, "Yo, like I make money. Like I'm not a guy who's only gonna be with one woman. Like if I want to, like the alpha.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
does the
yeah.
alpha do? The alpha's with whoever he wants to be.
For sure.
And I'm starting to think that women are just willing to accept that, and maybe they're attracted to that.
Have you ever seen those memes where it's like, or like quotes and shit like that? It's like, oh, like if my man is rich, like if he cheats, as long as he pays for everything, I'm blind. I don't see anything.
Yeah,
And,
or it'll be like the videos that it's like, oh, when you walk into your billionaire husband
it's
cheating on you, and it's a fucking
Rachel.
hi, honey, how are you?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what
Who
you
did
mean.
who did we have on the podcast? What was her name, dude? You don't remember this chick
What
that
are
we
you
had?
talking about? I'm good with names. I just don't know who you're talking about.
She was like, oh, yeah, I'm not gonna name a name. Whatever.
Porn star?
Pretty much. She was like, oh, like that, my man, if he cheats, I'll take him back, like that I'm not vindictive. If he cheats, as long as he pays for everything. She was pretty much insinuating that as long as he pays for everything, like I'll stick by his side because I just want the money. But it's like, you have no self-respect for yourself, dude. Like this guy fucks you over, whatever. I guess unless there's a mutual agreement, which that does happen too. But if he just does it just to do it and you don't officially agree with that, but you stay with him because of the money,
Yeah.
to me, I can't really respect that.
Yeah.
Now if you have a mutual agreement, which hey, this is you pay for the house, you pay for everything, the kids, whatever, and you do your thing every once in a while. You're on a work trip, whatever. I'm not gonna ask questions.
Yeah.
That does happen too. But if you're on that same page, that I can respect,
Well,
but not
yeah.
that other BS.